Hey Carlos. Yeah, good progress here. The background is still a bit strong and taking away from the caricature. I would delete these guys just because they're just not making that much sense. Um, Another thing you could do is I'm not sure that these glows are working very well. I would consider doing something like a let me see if I can find it. Right on. The idea is to make this area lighter than the background. This is not doing much to make it stand out. It's just adding kind of, I don't know, kind of like a halo or something. And I just wouldn't use this gradient. I would probably just use a simple color. The gradient is what's kind of making it look overly complicated. So I would probably just go with a single color. You could add maybe, some kind of a green to echo this. So you could maybe go, like this. And then I would make it, I'd probably make it smaller. And I'd probably raise the opacity up a little bit. So then you can see now it's allowing this to stand out from the background. The same is true about the rest of it too. Like this red is just, it's not really doing much because it's too dark. So what you want is light. So again, I would, let's see, is it that one? Yeah, I would just go in and continue to work on that. I would probably, if you're going to do red, I would make it a brighter red. I would make it normal, and I would make it smaller, and again, just increase the opacity so it stands out more. Now you can see it really stands out a lot more. So again, I would also do it with this arm. I would suggest also making the caricature a lot bigger. It's just really small compared to the rest of the background, and the idea is to make this is more about the caricature than the background. So if you make it a lot bigger, it's gonna stand out more, and then you also can fill some of the negative space in the background. I would probably, let's see, I would probably even make the background a little bit bigger because then you can get rid of this white thing here. So let's see what it will look like. See, now it's starting to clear up a little bit, and it's starting to look a little bit better in terms of the unity. Another thing is the text. I would split the text up on 3 layers. If you want to use such a dark red, again, I would go in and add a little stroke to it, because again, this is very, it's not standing out because it's a little bit dark. So I would go in and then again add maybe like a stroke or something, but a light colored one. Even like a white would be fine. And I'd make it a little bit bigger. Maybe even, let's see, slide it over. Even something like that. Now you can see how much more the text stands out. But I really would, and I wouldn't put your initials. It just doesn't work. It kind of, I mean, you could put your name really small in the bottom here, but you don't want the initials to be part of the piece. So I would get rid of those. So yeah, I hope you get a chance to incorporate these suggestions. It's going to really help your grade a lot. Another thing you could do too is you could, for the face, you could go in and let me see, green. you could go in and add a filter to this. That's going to make it look, let me see, I'm going to copy this first. That makes it look more like a screen. That's going to be kind of more, more believable here. So it's under, if you go under filter and you go filter gallery, this is the one right here. It's called, it's this halftone one, but again, then you choose the line one and you can play with the size to make it bigger, so you can actually see it. You make the contrast more too. You can change the colors, whatever colors are with filters. I'm going to say okay. Whatever colors are over here is going to be what's in your filter. So you could do something like that. I would probably, I would even go in and change the colors this way. So the face part's black. So I would do this, and then I would go in and add it again to this one. So again, it takes some tinkering. I always tend to, yeah, I like that one better. I tend to copy layers, so make it a little bit smaller. I tend to copy layers, so if I screw up on something, I have it there. So anyway, I hope this helps, and I hope you get a chance to view this and incorporate the suggestions.